Galveston's a beautiful place to live. Sunshine, palm trees, bikinis. I mean, what could be better than living on an island? Galveston's a beautiful place to raise a family.
Well, when I was growing up, this was home. It was public housing, everybody knew everybody, and it was a close bond then, you know what I'm saying?
Pre-Ike, you actually wouldn't have known that Galveston had a racial problem.
There's daylight now. This is the most northern tip of Galveston Island. That building right there, it's probably not going to make it through the night. This land right here is just eroding away. We've seen these waves just continue to pound on shore. Hurricane Ike is coming on land, and it is not holding back.
This is mind-blowing what we're witnessing right now and being able to broadcast to you live. Is I have never witnessed anything like this in my career, the kind of winds and the kind of rain that we're seeing with Hurricane Ike right now. This is a storm to be taken very, very seriously.
We're walking up the street, 59th Street, passing Lakeview Cemetery, seen 3 different coffins had just floated up out of the ground. Coffins, and I was like, oh my God, it was such a nasty stench. It's like the stench of decaying meat or like a decaying body or whatever. But, people died here. They found people in their houses dead, from drowning, If we would have stayed down here, we would have been dead. Yeah, that's the truth. We'd have been dead. But that same day that we had left out, we also stopped by the community center here in Galveston on 47th and Broadway. That was the spot where the National Guard was, and they were giving out food and water and stuff, and giving us newspapers so we could see what was going on, because we didn't have no type of communication.
Everybody was on a level playing field, because we all were devastated by Hurricane Ike. 75% of the island was flooded, and everybody lost a lot. And everybody was in the same boat, because it didn't make any difference how much money you had. You couldn't buy groceries, you couldn't buy gas, you couldn't flush your toilet. So we all were even on this island. But as things begin to change, to bring you back to a whole, we didn't move. They continued to become whole. We still don't have public housing back. There are still African Americans who haven't had their homes repaired. They're progressing, and we're still at a standstill. We're still waiting on the federal government. Same thing with Katrina. The business areas of New Orleans are back up and functioning. The people in different wards still don't see anything happening in their neighborhoods. So poor people normally get the brunt of whatever's going on. When Hurricane Ike hit this island, the further you get away from it, the more of the separation of power you see. At that point, we all were even. We all were equal. The powers that be, after rebuilding, you see that you haven't moved and they've gone on and on to mature. You've heard of the glass ceiling? Well, every time you get to the place where you can touch the glass ceiling, they raise it up. They're progressing, and we're still at a standstill.
There's nothing here now. It's quiet. You know, it's a tourist town. They don't want the tourists coming here, seeing the eyesore, you know, the low-income people. The public housing was still here. You'll have kids playing, you know, riding their bicycles and playing. They're playing in the courtyard and stuff. You'll hear people playing their music in their apartments. And then when Ike hit, it just took it all away. You know, it took it all away.